Okay, this will be an interesting one, maybe a bit challenging. See how this one comes out. Okay, let's see what we have here. It's a ring with it's a love heart and some diamantes, or whatever you call them. Valentine's Day has definitely been and gone, but there's still things left over from it. I don't know if this was a Valentine's gift or something, but Valentine's Day is in many ways overrated. People seem to think that you have to show your partner, prove it to them that you love them, and Valentine's Day is just so over commercialised. It's like, why do you need to do it? Why give the money fuckers any satisfaction? That's the thing. It's good to just love each other every day, not just on Valentine's Day. I just really get sick of these days that people like to celebrate. I get sick of it. I get sick of the way, I don't know what to do with this. We're just going to take it away, and I don't know what to do with it. Move it? I don't know. It's complex. It's difficult. But basically, I'm really over the fact that people seem to think that a relationship is dependent on how much money you part with. Because not everyone's rich, How do people who are destitute and they love each other, how do they prove it to their partner if they think they have to prove it, There's more to give. There's more to life than just a stupid Valentine's Day. Honestly, it's really silly the way. And of course, the people who make money are those people that, it's really silly. It's expensive and it's not the be all and end all of relationships. You've got to have a relationship that's love, that's full of love. Then you don't have to prove it. There's someone I'm missing in my life, and I need him. His name is Luigi, and we haven't seen each other. We haven't actually spoken to each other since 1992, but we still have a spiritual connection. So how are we supposed to be giving each other Valentine's cards or Valentine roses or whatever else gets given away on Valentine's Day? How are we supposed to do that? We're fucking separated, but we feel for each other. We love each other, despite the fact that we're not physically available. So we don't need Valentine trinkets and tat to prove that we're something. We love each other. It's true love, folks. So you can't just, it's okay to buy things every now and then, of course, but it's become too much of a high expectation. And of course the advertising and all that for this sort of shit. And a lot of this stuff's not good for the planet anyway. So, you know, and what do you do with all those teddy bears? You know, they go into landfill? I mean, seriously. Now that looks interesting. I don't like the red bit, but it might look good. But basically Luigi and I, we don't need to prove it to each other that we love each other. We just don't. We just don't. And I just wish the world could also realise, you know, that love is something special, and it's just something you cannot actually buy. So you got to think if there is any actual love in a given relationship, and if there is none, well, patching it up with flowers and teddy bears and cards and other tat isn't going to work. It's not going to work, folks. So you got to think beyond all this. I don't know, these look like they've got promise. This looks nice. I actually think we could probably take a section out of that. But basically I'm so sick and tired of the way, can't do it again. Fuck it. So it just really, I'm just so over the way the world has become so money fucked, so dependent on cash flow and all that. Yeah, that looks interesting. Still not quite what I'm after. But it really is difficult being away from someone you love, and sometimes feels like the people who have these shitty two shitty relationships seem to have more than me because I'm not with them. But why am I saying that? I don't believe in that shit. You know, I'm not a person that wants a fucking two-bit shitty union with someone I don't love. I'd rather be apart, pining after someone I do love, and knowing that on one day I'm going to be reunited with him, come hell or high water, so as to speak. I love him and he loves me, and we don't need to prove it through Valentine's Day. We don't need to prove it, folks, that we actually love each other. I think that looks a bit shitty, that bit there. But basically we love each other, and we don't need all this Valentine's Day, what you could say, tat. I know of somebody on YouTube who flushed a whole bunch of Valentine tat down a toilet because he was so pissed off and he thought it was a stupid day, and he said, for all you singletons out there who think Valentine's Day is stupid, or you're on your own or lonely or something along those lines, here are these videos, in so many words. And it was really funny. I thought it was. But basically, it shows that Valentine's Day isn't everything. It's not everything, folks. It's not everything. But the thing with love is that love is something that should be practiced every day, straight from the heart. If you're not with the right person, it's better to just to separate, just to get rid of the relationship. Because you don't want to marry someone and regret it. Because in the end, Luigi and I are going to get married, and we love each other, and marriage will just enhance the bond. I feel sorry for people who get married to the wrong people and find out too late that it would have been better if they didn't marry. And that's the thing, people splash a lot of cash on wedding day, and then all of a sudden they break up 3 years or 2 years later, and all that money just went down the fucking toilet. And again, that's a money-making rort. And Luigi and I, we don't need a huge ceremony. We just have the rings and a celebrant or a priest or whatever, and just a basic ceremony, and pretty much it. And we get married and we have our license to have sex, which is what it is. A license, it's a large part of it for me and Weege is a license to have sex, because we are traditional. We don't believe in sex before marriage. But anyway, enough of that. That looks brilliant. I think now you can call this demo quits.